Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. For today's tutorial, we will use Power BI tool. First, you need to download the tool. Click Microsoft Power BI. You can download Microsoft Power BI Desktop here. Okay, I already installed in my laptop, so you can install yours. Next, open the Power BI Desktop tool. First, we will extract the data. Today we will learn on how to get the data from the website. So now, click Get Data. Choose Web, insert the link, click OK. You can see now we have two tables, table 1 and table 2. If you click the table, you can see the column and the data. For example, I click table 1. You can see now the buttons below is activate. The first button, load button, is to load data to data model, and then transform data button is to open a query editor that allows us to prepare the data before loading. In this practice, click button transform data. Okay, now we will transform the data in the Power Query editor. Before we start, set the local set to English. This option refers to the date and number formatting and is not related to the installation language of Power BI Desktop. Click File, Option and Setting. Option. Click Regional Setting. Change your local to United States English. Keep in mind that this setting is only applied to your current Power BI desktop file. In case you start a new Power BI project, make sure to quickly check your regional setting. Now you click OK button. Again, as we have identified the data that we need, now we are in the query editor to transform the data. Okay, what we can do in data transform? There are a few techniques we can apply. First, we will change the column name. You can see the existing column name. Column name is not suitable. A better column name will be the first row. Country, subject descriptor, unit, skill, and so on. Now, go to Home menu. Click Use First Row as Headers. You can see now, it's changed. The first row is becoming the column header. Second techniques that we can apply here is to delete a column. If you can see now, the column country series specific notes is empty. So in the home menu again, remove column. So the column is removed. Next, we want to change the data view. In this part, we will use unpivot columns. Unpivot columns feature converts the data header stored horizontally into a vertical format. The chosen columns are then split into two columns, attribute and value. To transform column years to 2, years with the all responding years in the corresponding row column to column 1, we call it column year. And the second column will be corresponding GDP data, column 2, GDP. Now, we want to change this part of data to change the view. Okay, click 2017 column, shift until 2024, last column of year, and click transform menu and then hit unpivot columns. As you can see now, all the years column is transformed into 2 columns. The first column, the attribute column, represent year column. So you need to rename the column. And the second one is the value. We change it to GDP column. Okay, you need to rename the column header to make it more meaningful. Okay, next we want to check null data. Click error at GDP column name. I just remove empty data from the GDP column. Okay, next we want to change data type. First, check data type of column GDP. This is where you can see the data type for the column. You can see here, the data type for GDP column is ABC symbol. The type of data is not correct. We need to change it to decimal number. So you just click here, click in the ABC symbol, and then you choose decimal number. We can see that ABC symbol is changed to 1-2 symbol. To change data type for multiple columns, assuming you have many columns, select the columns. For example, I want to check column here until here. Go to transform menu and then detect data type. Okay. We can see that your column data type is changed, whole number. Okay, now the data is ready to be loaded. So for you to choose the type of techniques to perform in the data transform phases, you need to study the data first. You need to check whether there are null data and what analysis that you need before you can transform the data to assist you in providing those analytics. Okay. Okay, now the data is ready to be loaded. The next step will be to load the data. Click Home, click Close and Apply. The interface is changed because now we are in the actual data model in the report view. You can save your project. Save. Okay, as for now, you have completed a simple ETL process. So if you conducted it in more complicated and more compressive environment, the process will not be as easy as this. But this tutorial just to show you how it goes and what can you do in that particular phases. Okay, now we just want to do some data visualization. Next we will do a few examples of data visualization. These activities just to show you what analytics you can do from the data that you already pre-processed. You can see this is report view, data view, and model view. This is how the data view looks like, and this is how the model view looks like. Okay, we will focus on the report view. Okay, now we want to create the visualization. We're now in the report view. You can check the visualization panel here. This is the column in the table 1. This is examples of samples of visualization forms that you can present. Okay, first I want to create a stack column chart. This one. So you can see to the left pane we show this tile. To add the data, go to fill column. For country, it actually have specific meaning in, a special function in Power BI. You can see examples of a few of special field here. So we just change it. You see now, country here. I change the category to country. You can see the symbol is changed. It has a specific function. Okay. Okay, I will go back to our visualization. So I will choose GDP. I drag year data to here. Drag country to here. Now we have too much information. We might set the filter to only see top 10 countries by the total GDP. So we will use the same chart. I go to filter column. This one. Select country. Change the basic filtering to top N filter. So show items 10, and then I drag GDP to by value, and then I apply filter. Okay, now much better. You can see the top 10 country for each year. Okay, for this, to get a good visualization, you need to play around. You need to know what you want to present, and then you need to play around with the functions, with the filter, with the values and so on, to get the a good visualization that people can understand. Okay, it's not about how interactive, how complex, or how good is your diagram are. It's more about how it makes sense, to your stakeholders. Okay, you can play around with the visualization for us. Okay, that's all for our tutorial. Thank you.